Sea buckthorn is an ancient shrub, and it's native to Europe and Asia. It's been around for thousands of years as food as well as medicine. So stick around and learn more about this incredible shrub. Sea buckthorn has quite the reputation for healing, so much so that this shrub has actually been nicknamed as the holy plant, wonder plant, and miracle plant. Historically, sea buckthorn berries were once used by Russian cosmonauts because it helped to prevent radiation damage against their bodies when they were in space. And the Chinese Olympic team, they used these fruits in their official drink for their athletes. That says a lot. Now today, sea buckthorns have a great reputation as being a powerhouse of nutritional goodness, and it's used in natural medicines, and it's evolved into an ingredient used in commercial beauty products, and of course, in the kitchen. So what you're looking at are berries that contain vitamin A, B1, B2, B9, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K. Oh, and that vitamin C, by the way, those berries contain, on average, 10 to 15 times more vitamin C than oranges, making the fruit one of the most enriched plant sources of vitamin C. Now, these berries also contain boron, copper, iron, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. And as you can tell, these ones here still have to ripen a little bit. They also contain omegas 3, 6, 7, 9 fatty acids. They contain fiber. They contain 18 kinds of amino acids. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, they have a huge amount of naturally occurring antioxidants, polyphenols, carotenoids, flavonoids, phytosterols, and tocopherols. In fact, I could keep going on and on, but apparently, according to so much research out there, these have 200 types of nutrients in them. The berries, that is, although the leaves are good too. Now, I mentioned omega-7. What is omega-7? Omega-7 is the most unknown of the fatty acids. Omega-7 improves the hydration of the mucous membranes, and it regenerates the skin, whether it's consumed orally or applied topically. And because omega-7 is a great ally for cholesterol, it improves your HDL levels and lowers your LDL. And for those who don't know what HDL and LDL means, just remember it this way. HDL levels are good for us. They're our happy levels. And the LDLs are our losers, which are not good for us. So let's briefly talk about these leaves. They're used to make a mild tasting tea, which is similar to green tea, and they contain high amounts of beta-carotene and antioxidants. That is powerful. We've got the berries, we've got the leaves. It's like a complete package of goodness for us. Now, in natural medicines throughout Europe and Asia, the berries' juice, seeds, leaves, bark, and flowers have been used to make all sorts, from tonics to tea, syrups, oil, pastes, and even oxymels. Sea buckthorn berries have a bit of a sour, astringent, and somewhat of an acidic taste, but they're suited for fresh and cooked preparations. Now, these berries can be consumed raw, but that taste is, I would say, an acquired taste, so it's not for everybody. So you'd want to mix it with other fruit juices or fruits, and that way you make a palatable flavor. If you wanted to make some juice with these, then you can use that juice to make ice creams, yogurts, cakes, pies, muffins, you name it. You can use them in jams, jellies, infuse them into salad dressings, make a really healthy vinegar, and even sauces for meats. And the berries are actually used in Russia sometimes to make a liquor, which is regarded as a top shelf spirit. And in addition to fresh preparations, the fruit can be pickled as well, which I think that would be quite interesting. Throughout Asia, sea buckthorn is listed in several historical medicinal texts, including the Somaratsa, which is a Tibetan book that dates back to the early 8th century. Now, one way or the other, sea buckthorn is definitely a plethora of health benefits for us, and that includes cardiovascular health, pain relief, apparently tissue regeneration, type 2 diabetes, digestive issues. They've been known to reduce joint pain, soothe burns, support liver health, and of course our skin health. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory. It's also well known to help rheumatism, and it has proven very beneficial in cancer prevention and in treatment. And it's beyond incredible for our immune system. So there are wild populations of sea buckthorn scattered throughout the northern hemisphere, but if you are as lucky as I am, I have Darryl here at Montgomeryshire Orchards, who has a wonderful orchard just near Uxbridge, Ontario. And Darryl, I want to thank you for letting me be here today and showing my subscribers how to use these and how to pick.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it's we're almost there. A lot of the trees now are pretty much ready to pick. You get a lot of people think that it's very difficult to pick, and it is just because of the berry, the way it grows. As you can see, it's hugely clustered.
And those thorns.
And the thorns. And the main problem is that it has a very short stem.
Okay.
So it's not like a regular fruit where you can actually get behind the berry and pull it off. So you have to kind of work. It's good that you work with maybe both hands. And so you will find that the pickers, that's what they do. They're not even looking at what they're doing because you can't look.
You just do.
Yeah, you just kind of do it.
Okay.
And then you get them off. You will see that there's thorns on these.
Absolutely.
And if you do stab yourself with it.
Okay, I'll hold on one sec there.
Okay.
Just want to wait for the traffic to go by.
There is one of the thorns there. So the thorns, so firstly, no pickers wear gloves.
Okay.
You can't really work with gloves.
Yeah, that would be problematic.
If you look at the thorns, wherever you look, they're all starting from the center and moving out. Okay. So they're all pointing out almost as if they were a security barrier for this bush. So when you go in, if you go in straight, you're going to get thorns. If you come out, there is no thorns.
Nice.
Okay. So what you basically have to do is to go to the middle, and obviously you have to be careful and work, from the middle out, and then you're actually coming past the thorns, and you can just pick off there.
Awesome.
So it's a slower process because the berries are clustered and there's smaller berries. It's not like you're picking a cherry or anything. Yeah. But so that's the way you would pick.
Great hints.
And I just have a little bucket here. Hey. So the pickers would come in and, they would just collect and...
Awesome. Okay, so when you have harvested a lot of berries, what do you do with them?
So we actually process the berries right away. We do sell fresh berries. And
frozen as well. I've purchased frozen from you in the past.
Yeah, so it is whatever we pick that day, we would try and process. that same evening.
So they're fresh.
Yeah. And so what that entails is basically cleaning the berries, drying them, and then getting them on sheet pans into the freezer.
Okay.
And if you actually look at the research on this berry, it is one of the very, very few berries that actually improves when it freezes. There's very little that freezes. So even in a year, this berry, after it's been frozen, which would have been the day after or the day of picking, it would have 95% of its original nutrient value.
Nice.
Its health value would actually be better. And the only thing I can equate that to would be where you would look at what they do in the grape industry, and they allow some grapes to freeze, and basically they're using that to make ice wine, because you're consolidating the sugars in that grape.
Okay.
With sea buckthorn, you seem to be able to consolidate most of the compounds in there.
Okay.
And so it
Nice.
actually becomes a more healthy berry after it's frozen.
Good to know.
The Japanese found that. It's well researched, around 20 years or so ago.
Good.
And they're using extracts from these frozen berries. And they're actually making 7 types of cancer treatment. It's
Nice.
available on there.
Nice.
But they have found that the compounds have increased in strength by letting that berry freeze.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much, Darryl, for not only sharing with my subscribers and viewers all about your fantastic orchard here, but spending time with me today, not only about the sea buckthorn berry, but your entire orchard here, which is fantastic. Which, by the way, there's a lot more than just sea buckthorn here.
There certainly is.
So anyone who's in the Uxbridge area, Ontario, that is, I recommend that you definitely look up Montgomeryshire Orchards. He's at the local farmers market. It's Sunday mornings in Uxbridge. Links to his website and Facebook page are below. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Darryl. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Karen.
Thanks.